Hi guys, it's Erin from Ginger's Florals. Today is another market prep day. So because last week was really it for the tulips, I have a couple that I pulled earlier today, but mostly it's going to be Ranunculus, Anemone. I'm going to take some branches out of this apple tree. Look at my chickens. 3 out of the 4 chickens, nope, all 4 chickens are in that tree. Roosting. They're so funny. But I'm going to take some of those gorgeous apple blossom branches. Like I said, lots of ranunculus and anemone. I have some lilac and some crab apple, lots of different things because I don't have the volume that I've had the last couple of weeks with tulips. So we're gonna go for it as much as I can with all the rest of the flowers. So I'll take you along with as I harvest everything, and then later on when I put everything together for bouquets, I'll walk you through everything that we're gonna take with us because it's not just bouquets. It should be a really fun day, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I've talked about it recently. We've had a pretty warm spell. It's gonna be 75 today, and at the end of April, that's unheard of. So I'm really looking forward to it. Big hat and all. Okay, I'm gonna go set up the camera and then get going. All these ranunculus are my early spring favorites for sure. And I always want to harvest these earlier in the day so that they have a chance, so they don't get wilty when I harvest them. And normally I'll cut them and put them in the cooler to let them chill all the way down before I arrange with them. So that's probably in the plan today. And then we'll get to making beautiful bouquets. And I'll also take you along tomorrow down at the market. Let's get going. I think I've got all the ranunculus I can get out of here. Everything else is kind of blown. I need to do big deadheading in here maybe tomorrow, and then, well, after the market, and then just clean her up, fertilize everything, and get ready for next week in there. But look, oh, even my ladybugs. This is the reason why these are so much my favorites. They're called the rose of spring, and oh, is that not just the most perfect description for these guys? Now, like I said, I don't have the same volume because I don't have all the tulips, but there's quite a number of ranunculus. I should be able to make quite a few bouquets. Now it's time to go get some. I'm gonna get these into the shade where they'll be nice and cool, and then we'll go get some tree branches and other foliages to round out these bouquets. I also have a bunch of GM and other small airy bits so we can start filling out a real bouquet recipe, not just a bunch of tulips or just a bunch of ranunculus. These should be really beautiful. I'm sure I missed a few out there, but that's okay. I can harvest them later and put them in the cooler, and they will keep really well in the cooler for a week, and then still have another week's bloom time after that. All right, guys, I've got everything that I need. We already looked at all the beautiful ranunculus. So many. Oh, and the ladybugs that keep coming with. We got lots of apple blossoms. This is 9 bark. These are actually just tree branches off of a hazelnut tree, a filbert tree. A bunch of wild cherry branches. I gathered a little bit of lilac and the geum, bleeding hearts. These branches came off of crab apple with these beautiful, beautiful red, pinky red flowers. I did cut a couple branches off of the snowball viburnum and then some euphorbia out of the gardens. So this is all the greenery. Oh, I also found those couple of irises that have come into bloom, thankfully. Pretty exciting. So now, oh, and I want to show you, I forgot to turn the camera on, but I already put together my CSA bouquets. Tell me that doesn't look like a wedding table bouquet. These are so beautiful. This time of year, it's hard to beat the flowers that are available. I think they're gorgeous, personally. I really hope my customers like them as much as I do. Okay, so now at this point, I'm ready to just build all the rest of the bouquets. Like I said earlier, I don't have nearly as much to work with as I did with the tulips, but we'll get as many beautiful bouquets out of these as we can. I'll walk you through the extra items that we're gonna bring to the market that are in the greenhouse right now, and you can see this sweetest little sleeping dog, Winston. All right, so just setting up the camera and gonna go for it. Okay guys, I got all the bouquets done that I have flowers for. There's not a whole lot, but I think they're extra beautiful. I only have, what, 15 bouquets? It's really not enough, but it happens every year. I always forget that it's such a big drop from having all the tulips to just the ranunculus. It's a pretty striking difference, but that's okay. I love, love, love all the ranunculus. Winston, he's drinking the water. But I want to show you the other things that I'm going to bring to the market to help offset not having a whole lot of flowers right now. Partly it's, well, one of the things is all of these hanging baskets. They're starting to get there. These are giant petunias, but they are starting to form flowers. You can see this one right here. I have alyssum that's already blooming. I'm going to bring some of the geraniums down and some of the nasturtiums. Lots of plants to bring down. We have all of these coleus. I also have all the dahlia tubers that haven't sold in the last couple of weeks, and those usually go really well, especially on a warm sunny day, which tomorrow is supposed to be. People get the urge to plant summer flowers. So the dahlias should be a big hit, and hopefully, I'm really hoping that I get through the rest of what I have. And with that said, with the lack of flowers this week, I will have another boost of the ranunculus and anemone next week, but I should also have in the very near future some lily blooms. That's why I grow these in crates, just to have some impact during the lull. And I should also have a bunch more iris blooming. I have some of the sweet rocket out in the field that should be blooming by then. So we have flowers coming. It's just, it ebbs and flows all throughout the season every year. And I know it, and it always takes me by surprise, but it happens. And tomorrow morning, I'll show you the setup down at the markets and take you along throughout the day as I have time. Okay guys, I'll see you in the morning.
Everybody, you don't have to sell it. Just beautiful. Here's the final setup. Not a lot of flowers, but that's okay. So I have dahlias. My terrible pictures, my printer broke. I ran out of ink. It's 1 o'clock and we sold out of flowers, and we just have a couple things left. Here's some coleus. Couple baskets. And dahlias.
That's it. Okay guys, it's actually 2 days later. We took yesterday off, went to a baseball game, had a great time. But I wanted to give you the recap of how the market went. It was a really good market. I didn't have near as much product as I wanted because a lot of these beautiful flowers, they're spent. So I just need to come in and do some deadheading, weeding, fertilizing, and then get them going again. But we did sell out of all of our bouquets. That went really quick actually. There was not a lot left after the first hour and a half or so. And then we sold a bunch of dahlia tubers and some plants and some hanging baskets. Overall, it was a good day. Like I said, I didn't have as many bouquets as I wanted, so I didn't have quite as much to sell, but that's okay. It was still fun. It was a good day down at the market. It was a little chilly for the most of the day, but the sun came out right as we were packing up, so I'll take it. I think next week I'm going to be in a bit of a lull in flowers, and possibly the week after, which is unfortunate because that's Mother's Day weekend. But this weekend I think we're going to take the market week off. Hopefully I'll have enough that I can sell wholesale and then just take the week off, get the rest of the field all planted out, get some of these extra chores that I haven't really had time to do done, and then we'll be back at it as soon as we have enough flowers. All right, I think that's gonna do it for this video. I really enjoyed this week. It was a lot of fun. The first week with all the ranunculus, and I love that more than the tulips by far. And yeah, it was a good time. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.